Okay, we should be live. Now, don't get mad at me if something isn't working. Something isn't working. Okay. So everything seems to be working. Just update me if something wrong happens. We have a couple of severe thunderstorms hanging out in northern Oklahoma right now. We're starting to be live covering this now because warnings are coming out like a lot more now. Now, a lot of these warnings are starting to come out on the Kansas side. Now we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes out for Woodward, Enid, Stillwater, Bartlesville. So basically anywhere from the Interstate 40 corridor all the way up into Bartlesville is under this watch. Alva's in there, Fairview, all there. Now I'm not fairly certain how this overlay works. Why isn't this freaking thing popping? This is supposed to be on the screen. Bruh. Oh god. This is supposed to be on the screen. Bruh. Oh god. Okay. So I will be right back. Let me grab something real quick. So I can make sure live stream is going just fine. Because I'm not sure if it is or not. But I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Now, a good thing, I guess, today is our tornado threat is very low. We're dealing with a mainly large hail and damaging wind threat, and that has proved off. We actually have gotten a report of 70 miles an hour wind gusts earlier with these storms as they were moving through the Enid area. Now, it's not necessarily happening anymore, but it could be a possibility again as we go on with these cells. Now we do have a sneaky little severe thunderstorm down here, over here by Crescent in Kingfisher. This is going to be in Kingfisher and Logan County. So this is now about on the border between Kingfisher and Logan County. Oh. This one I our screen going okay. Let me pull out. Okay, well, it should be working. Oh, should the whole from the Interstate 40 core. Okay. I don't want to cause a loop. Alright. So the main storms of concern are now going into the Kansas area. They're still gonna be here for probably with us for the next 7 to 15 minutes. But then these storms will head off into Kansas, and we'll not have to worry about these. But then we'll start carrying our focus down to these storms down here by Crescent and Dover. But you notice we have another storm starting to form near Clio Springs. It could do something. The more storms form today, the more chance that somebody gets severe storms here in the northern Oklahoma area and north central Oklahoma as well, because Kingfisher and Logan counties are in like the northern part of central Oklahoma, and they're experiencing obviously a severe thunderstorm. With that severe thunderstorm warning now getting updated over here. Let's see what they trimmed off here. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning continues for 10 more minutes over here by Crescent. It's moving at 20 miles an hour, and it's moving towards the northeast. So eventually Orlando, Marshall, Mulhall, you guys are next here in line. Let's actually draw Lavelle, Midway getting closer. Let's actually draw a little track for you. So 2 storms seem to be severe. Now, I think they're warranting this storm particularly because it's going to be going all the way up to Covington over the next 40 to 50 minutes. So, no, there's still another storm right next to this. They are very close to each other, but I guarantee both of them is going to produce hail. So, either way, you need to, if you're in the path of either one of these storms inside of this polygon, or in Marshall, Covington, Mulhall, Midway, Orlando, still get indoors and away from windows. Alright, severe thunderstorm warning continues over here. Now, this storm has just took a mad shift east here. This originally was moving northeast, but this is now moving east, so this should stay on our side for quite a while now, I believe. That's kind of, So this storm is moving northeast. This storm is going to be out of our area. But this storm could stay with us for a while as it heads out towards Renfro and Bremen. Bremen has had an interesting history this year for tornadoes. And this obviously it's not going to be a tornado producer, but it's going to be a heavy rain producer, potentially hail producer, and strong winds. Now let's actually open up our velocities here. And, okay, so this shows us the winds and kind of like inside of the storm, an idea. Now, I do think this is going to be a 60 mile an hour wind gust. And it's going to be in that, basically where that red is. Now, could see a little bit peeking out on the green, but when that red and green meets, that's kind of a sign of rotation. But I don't think we have many areas of rotation. Let's actually check down on that severe thunderstorm down here as well. Not that many areas of rotation. If it is, it's broad. Now, we do have a mesoscale discussion. So, summary, the potential for wind gusts up to 65 to 75 miles an hour and or large hail is expected to continue this evening. Discussion. Intel storm development along the Pasito dryline surface carrier trough has resulted in considerable outflow generation and And sorry, where was I? And so a subsequent thunderstorm development across portions of major Alfalfa and Garfield counties as of 2022 at 5 at 15. Whoever is speaking. Okay. Sorry, someone in the chat is speaking Spanish right now, and I'm trying to figure out what they're saying. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning. This is gonna be in effect for Kingfisher, Noble, Logan, and Garfield counties. So this is going to be an extension of that warning going all the way up to now. The Covington area, and it looks like the storm is kind of merging together now into one big storm, coming right up towards the Marshall area. Yeah, Marshall, Covington, Marshall, Crescent, Covington, Douglas, Callahan, and Lavelle all needs to get indoors and away from windows. Miles an hour, wind gusts and quarter-size hail coming into that area. By the way, I'm using a new streaming software, so that's why none of the overlays are popping up as of right now. But I should get that fixed soon. I just switched softwares briefly. I don't think I'm gonna stay like this. So I'm gonna switch back to my thing. But I was just. But I was just checking out things, kind of, okay. So right now we have 0 tornado warnings, and it's been like that, thankfully. Hopefully it stays that way. We don't want tornado warnings. That's kind of a thing that we don't want to wish for, tornado warnings. People do that, but it's not a good thing. Sorry I didn't make a video on the storms today. Honestly, I thought it would be really a nothing threat. But clearly, It was not a nothing threat. So, yeah. Now let's get a little view of what we're dealing with out the whole particular state here. So we're dealing with particularly the main area of concern is going to be northern Oklahoma going into north central Oklahoma. But we could still have a couple areas of storms pop up in southwestern Oklahoma, but I don't think they'd be a huge concern. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what the storm is going to do. Is it going to pull the northeast on us and move into Kansas, or... Okay, we are now not severe warned on this storm. So this storm is still going over here in the north, in, K County? I don't know. I don't know if that's K County or not, but this storm is still going in the far northern Oklahoma, but let me explain. But it's not severe one, so this is not a 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter size hail like it used to have, thankfully. But it's still gonna keep going over here, as it's still looking like it's gonna switch over into the Kansas side. Hopefully, it is like that. Oh, well, it's not audio. This storm is looking like a total mess on radar, but there's still obviously 60 miles an hour wind gusts somewhere in here. As this warning still goes on for 28 minutes, so we'll see what this does, but I'm not too impressed in it anymore. Let's check our reflectivity axe and get our little extra scan on this. Oh wait, pull that back up. 48 bit. Alright, so we're down on the 7 p.m. hour here, and we continue to track storms going on over here in central and northern Oklahoma, and it looks like the threat is downtrending. I hope that's the thing, because I didn't really want to have to go live today. But if we have to, we have to. Once again, let me just pull up our secondary radar. There's a tornado watch. I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. Hold on. That on there. Oh. Okay. So if you're in that highlighted area, you're under a severe thunderstorm watch here. So once again, so this is kind of like just a warning / watch view, kind of, I guess, view. So Ponca City, Stillwater, Watonga, Weatherford, Fairview, Woodward, Alva, Bartlesville, Tulsa still need to be looking out tonight. But the main area, the main storm right now is probably the storm hanging out by Stillwater. Now we could look at some reports we've gotten today. Let's look at this storm over. This is from about 4:50 p.m. Via Terrain Spotter? I don't know. We had 70 miles an hour wind gust report. Over here by Lahoma. This was earlier when that storm over here by Enid. It was actually pretty bad, pretty decent. We also had a 1-inch hail report all the way back over here at 4:35 p.m. I don't know why we haven't got as many reports today as we usually do. I mean, our only reports came out from the south and west of Enid here. Clearly, storms haven't been all over today. That's the thing. They've kind of not like a big squalling or it's slow. It's just been hanging out over the same. It's just been over the same area the whole day. I'm gonna end this off, but